Hey everyone, it's good to see you. I hope that you're making it through the holidays okay. I know that I am making it through the holidays okay. Um, the holidays can be a really tough time for the simple fact that you may have to interact with your narcissist or narcs. Those of us that can be no contact, or those that you are no contact with for a period of time, aren't really that problematic. It seems to be the ones that we are low contact with, or hopefully you are trying to be low contact with the narc or narcs. And that can bring up some real issues. It can bring up some real negativity in our lives. And I was thinking about that, and I thought, well, why is that? I don't have to see these people much during the rest of the year, and what's the problem? Part of the problem is PTSD and CPTSD, especially when you have been around narcs for decades that have essentially rewired your mind for you to deal with the narc. When we are around the narcissist and they have access to us for any period of time, and we are deferring to them, whether it's a spouse or a sibling or a parent, and you're deferring to this person that you trust, and utilizing their narcissistic traits that they use, whether gaslighting, lying, manipulation, smear campaigns, the things that they do. We have to learn how to deal with it consciously, and then a lot of subconscious stuff is happening too. So what happens when we get away from the narc? Well, the longer period of time, for me anyway, away from the narc or narcs, the clearer that I get. I don't know, the term clear seems to work for me. Clear. Things become much different. So there's a possibility of having to interact with one can pull up some really, really negative feelings, and very powerful feelings too. I think two things are going on at this time. Number one, since you have learned what's going on, and that you aren't the problem, that it really is the narcissist, your mind, we're telling ourselves that this person is a danger. This person is dangerous to us. This person is a predator. And we have unfortunately, the reptile mind is still with us, or fortunately or unfortunately, that it's telling us to either fight or flight. That's it. That's the only two options it gives us. And since neither one of those are an option, because you can't get away from this person and you can't fight this person, it leaves you with some real negative, damaging things going on. So that's the first thing that's happening, that your mind has learned, and it's trying to tell us to protect ourselves from these. And we'll just call them predators for the rest of the video, because that's really what they are. The other thing is a simple fight or flight. When you roll up on someone you don't know, and you just get that feeling about them, and you just know. I mean, I do. I can tell. I can roll up on someone and go, man, I don't like this guy. I don't know why I don't like him, and it doesn't really matter, because I don't need to explain it. I don't know from today what is past. Well, I have no idea, but I know if there's something jicky about this fella, I don't want to hang out with him, or a girl, whatever. And I get that quite a bit. So if you're having CPTSD and the like a present now fight or flight, it can be really overwhelming. What do we do? Well, I don't know quite yet. I've been researching this for a while now. I know that length of time away from the narc is extremely important, and low or no contact is the most important, because your mind rewires itself and we learn to behave differently. The issues that we have with them become magnified, maybe even stronger, when you haven't seen them in a while. So it's kind of like weathering out a storm to me. So how do you weather out a storm? There's not really anything you can do about this at the present time. Visit the YouTube channels, comment on the YouTube channels. I know this is going to sound stupid, but take a deep breath. I mentioned this jokingly. I watch some comedy on television, and I'd like wine once in a while. Some folks said they don't take that route, but I do occasionally. I don't see anything wrong with it. So, try to do what makes you feel comfortable and limit the contact that you're having with them. While you are with them, if you remember that this person is a predator and that this person is spiritually sick and corrupt, just knowing that and knowing what their issue is going to make it a little bit easier, because you'll know, maybe you need to be a little more reserved than you used to be. At least with me, just cross your arms. Just okay, yes, no, yeah, I see you. I don't even know if I'd say it was good to see you, because it's not. But just minimize your contact if you are in contact with them. That's really all I know how to do until we can go completely no contact, which to me, I have gone no contact with a lot of them, and then I've noticed with some people that used to be friends, because I seem to attract this kind of person, that no contact has become easier and easier, and there's a few that I still have to see, and it can be extremely frustrating. I get that, but while you're in it, just try to remember what we've learned, that these people are ill, they're spiritually corrupt. It's not you. It will end. Okay, that interaction with them is going to end, whether it's an hour or 2 hours or a weekend. God, I hope you don't have to spend a weekend with any narcs or ex-narcs, but it will end. And when it ends, you can come right back here, or in the middle, you can sneak off and go watch some YouTube videos, or someone who resonates and makes sense with you. That's going to help too, and hopefully you'll make it out okay. This is a rough time, folks. This is the hardest time that I have to deal with. It should be a happy time, but these people aren't happy people. And this stuff, to me, it seems like it travels in families. It seems to be the whole family. You have two kinds of people. You have the narcissists, and you have their flying monkeys. And it's like this giant elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about. And when you're the one that figured it out, and now you're the scapegoat, trust me, this is better than the alternative of having to spend any time with them, because your life will regroup. You will start to find people again. And things will become, hopefully, what you want them to be. Just remember that you're not the only one that's gone through this or is going through it, and you're not the only one that's having these issues at this time of the year. So anyway, I hope that helps. It's just a thought. Remember, your reptile mind's very powerful. I know it says fight, you can't do that. I know it says flight, you can't do that. So the alternative is to try to use some of the tools that you all find here on YouTube and maybe elsewhere as well. So anyhow, good to see you. Happy holidays, and I'll see you again real soon. Take care.